Hey guys, let's get more news from Steelers, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Tyler Boyd hits George Pickens' low effort, Steelers drama. Anyone who tracks the football world right now understands the drama surrounding the Pittsburgh Steelers and wideout George Pickens. That includes players like Cincinnati Bengals wideout Tyler Boyd. Boyd was seemingly inevitably asked about the drama before his team takes on the Steelers in Week 16 and had a comment or two that doesn't cast Pickens in the best light. "It just shows the lack of camaraderie that's over there," Boyd said, according to ESPN's Ben Baby. "I can't really talk for anybody, but like when things ain't going well, you still gotta perform at a high level and do what you can to help your team." Boyd continued, "I saw a clip with him on a pick. It kind of looked like he wasn't trying to chase it down. See, I don't go about that. That's something that they gotta deal with. When things ain't going good, that's when your true colors show. I like to be the same player week in, week out, whether it's going good or bad for me." And while some might take this as bulletin board material before an AFC North showdown, the reality is that Boyd is right on multiple levels. Pickens has notably quit on a few plays this year and awkwardly explained the most recent occurrence, with one of his own teammates seemingly calling him out about it in the media. And Boyd has walked what he's talking, considering he and Joe Mixon are the only remnants of the extreme lows of the rebuild before the Super Bowl run. So much so, few wide receivers in the NFL are probably better qualified to speak on matters like this. Former NFL star Donovan McNabb issued a warning to Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver George Pickens as the young player deals with blowback for failing to block against the Indianapolis Colts. Pickens explained this week he didn't want to get injured and sought to avoid what happened to Houston Texans rookie wide receiver Tank Dell. McNabb explained in the latest episode of his Outkick show, The 5 Spot, he has a problem with what Pickens said and his lack of effort. "If I'm running outside of the pocket and I'm trying to create plays and try to turn this thing around that we know has been a struggle, and I look and see a teammate of mine is standing there looking at me giving me his frontal numbers and not blocking the guy that's standing next to him probably thinking, what is he doing? And he comes and tattoos me to stop me from getting in the end zone, I have a problem with that," he explained to Outkick senior NFL reporter Armando Salguero. Steelers hit rookie Darnell Washington with massive bill. The Pittsburgh Steelers waited until later in the season to give their rookies a welcome to the NFL moment, but they made sure not to disappoint. Just before their Week 16 matchup with the Cincinnati Bengals, the team held their rookie dinner, and tight end Darnell Washington paid the price, literally. Washington posted on his Instagram that he paid a $4,000 bill for the dinner. Usually, each rookie pays for their position, which means Pat Freiermuth, Rodney Williams, and Connor Hayward didn't hold back on their entrees. Someone should check in on Broderick Jones. Washington signed a 4-year, $5.35 million rookie deal after being selected in the third round. So, while $4,000 isn't the easiest check to cover, it won't break his bank. And while it's a tall bill, some teams have shared their $10,000 plus check that they make their rookies cover. Hopefully, Washington was able to still enjoy an evening of video games afterward. Make sure you bookmark All Steelers for the latest news, exclusive interviews, film breakdowns, and so much more. Darnell Ernest Washington, born August 17, 2001, is an American football tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers of the National Football League, NFL. He was a 2-time CFP national champion while playing college football at Georgia, winning in 2021 and 2022. Washington was born in Las Vegas, Nevada, on August 17, 2001. He attended Desert Pines High School, where he played football and basketball. During his time on the football team, Desert Pines won back-to-back state championships in the years 2016 to 2017. A 5-star recruit in football, he committed to play college football at the University of Georgia. As a true freshman at Georgia, Darnell recorded 166 yards on 7 receptions. In Washington's second season, he put up 145 yards on 9 receptions and scored 1 touchdown. This touchdown was the first of Washington's career, and it came in the SEC championship game against Alabama. 2023 NFL free agency, 3-time Pro Bowler lists 3 teams he won't play for, but has his eye on this candidate. For the first time in his NFL career, Taylor Lewan is a free agent. The left tackle became available last week after Tennessee released him in a cost-cutting move that saved the team more than $14 million in salary cap space. Lewan was drafted by the Titans with the 11th overall pick in 2014, and for the past 9 seasons, Tennessee is the only NFL home he has known. However, that will change now that Lewan is a free agent. While Lewan is still in the early stages of trying to figure out where he will end up, the 3-time Pro Bowler has already eliminated 3 options. During the latest episode of the Bussin' with the Boys podcast with Will Compton, Lewan made it very clear that he would never sign with the Jaguars, Texans, or Colts. "Those are the 3 teams that definitely don't," Lewan said. "I wouldn't play for those teams." Lewan was then asked if he would consider signing with one of these teams if they offered him a contract worth $20 million per year, and he had a simple one-word answer to that. With those 3 teams and the Titans definitely out of contention, that leaves 28 teams that Lewan could eventually sign with. During the podcast, Compton asked him about a few other teams, and Lewan seemed to rule out the Falcons, Cardinals during the conversation. On the other hand, one team that Lewan seemed very interested in was the Steelers. Lewan was asked to name a few winners or teams he would be interested in signing with, and the Steelers were the first team he mentioned. "I know the Steelers need a left tackle," Lewan said before repeating himself. "I know the Steelers need a left tackle." Although Lewan was one of the best left tackles in football during his first 6 seasons, he has missed a total of 30 games over the last 3 seasons. He tore the ACL in his right knee in 2020, which caused him to miss 11 games, and then tore the same ACL in 2022, which made him miss 15 games. If he were willing to sign a 1-year tryout contract, the Steelers could be interested, but if Lewan is looking for a substantial amount of money. If Lewan doesn't finish along with the Steelers, he also listed the Steelers, Saints, and Eagles as teams he could be interested in signing with. And you fan, what do you think of the Taylor Lewan situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.